Hello everyone. In this short video, we will go through the different aspects of the ADC WEP. We will start with explaining a bit about what the ADC exam is, what content is available to help you prepare for the ADC written examination using ADC WEP, what are some of the common challenges for dentists that are preparing for the exams, how you can register for a free account. We will then do a live demo of how to use the online system. And finally, how you can reserve yourself a seat. Now, when it comes to ADC exam, most likely you are watching this video because you are an overseas dentist, either in Australia or outside Australia, and you want to become a registered dentist here in Australia. To do this, you have to first of all go through the 3 steps of assessment, and I'm sure you're already familiar with it. That is the initial assessment, the written examination, and the practical examination. However, for the purpose of this video, we will be focusing only on the second stage of this process, which is the Australian Dental Council written examination. Now, this ADC written examination is also normally called by the candidates and the dentists and the instructors as ADC Part 1. And this written examination, as you are aware, is held over 2 days, consists of 4 papers, with each paper covering a range of different subjects, and each paper has 80 questions. That is, each question is a multiple choice question. Now, to prepare for the ADC written examination, you must ask yourself, well, where do I study from? How do I prepare? And this is something that most of the candidates struggle with, because yes, there are reference books, and yes, you can read dozens and dozens of books to help you prepare for it. And we do greatly recommend it as long as you have the stamina, the patience, and the time. However, please keep in mind that ADC exam is based on multiple choice questions. There are 320 questions in total over 4 papers and 2 days. It is not essay writing. It is not based on technical or practical examination. And that is why one of the recommended ways to prepare is to study as many questions as possible. And for this reason, ADC Web provides the largest content in the world to help you prepare for the examination. If you are wondering what ADC Web is, ADC Web is a complete online computer-based test and learning management system, and it stands for Australian Dental Council. ADC WEP stands for Written Examination Preparation. Now, if you have already started preparing, then you must be aware of some of the common challenges or problems. Well, the first one is, of course, the lack of the materials, and I mean the quantity and the quality of the questions that you have to prepare to be successful in the examination. You will most assuredly find a question bank of 1,000 and 1,400 questions that is floating around, that is used by every coaching and every instructor for the ADC written examination. Now, if you have gone through it, then you must be familiar with its limitations and the problems that it presents. And what is that? Well, first of all, a majority of these questions are either missing answers and there is lack of information in the question, or most commonly the questions are completely incorrectly paraphrased, which means that if you were to change even one word here and there, it would actually change the entire meeting and the whole solution actually changes. So what have we done? We have actually taken these banks of 1,000 and 1,400 questions and updated them to represent the correct questions with complete answers and references. Not only that, we have gone a step ahead of any other coaching and instructor and put more questions that are very close to the ADC examination. Now, what does that mean for you? It means that you either spend 0 time or less time looking around for more questions to study, because ADC Web provides the largest question bank with the highest quality of question information. And we do this by providing over 5,100 questions and over 60 mock exams in total. Now, what is the other common challenge or the problem that you might have come through when preparing for the ADC written examination. It is the fact that there is literally no explanation or extremely limited information about what the solution to a specific question is, that is to a multiple choice question, and why that answer is the correct answer to according to specific guidelines, specifically ADC guidelines. Other coaching and instructor for ADC written examination have not provided detailed explanation to the vast majority of these questions. The best that is done is to simply point you to a book, and the rest is completely up to you. Now, we have solved this problem by providing you with the most detailed explanation to a question. I repeat, this is literally the largest resource for explanation and references for ADC Part 1. Now, ADC WEP provides the most detailed references, that is over 11,500 references. And each reference has three key main points. As you can see from this example here, it explains why a specific answer is the best answer. It provides what the explanation to the multiple choice question is. It also gives you the books and the journals links and shows you where the reference is taken from. And what that means is that the explanation that you are looking for any question has the highest credibility and authority because it is coming from respectable authors and publishers of books and journals. And we don't stop there. To prove that this solution is the correct one, a hyperlink is provided as it can be seen from here, and you can click on this and you can actually go to the specific book in Google Books, and it will highlight the section from where the reference is taken, and we will shortly see this in the live demo. The other problem that you must be aware is how your content is organized. I mean, when you think about preparing, you think about dozens and dozens of different books and PDF files and question banks and hundreds of printed pages. This usually leads to a lot of frustration and lack of clear goals when you are preparing. So how have we solved this problem? Well, we do this by providing you with the world's only true online computer-based test and learning management systems, which mean that all your study materials for the written examination are here in one place. Content is organized according to the paper and its respective subjects. For example, in each paper you can access, for example, this is an example of paper 3 where all the content is divided according to specific subjects, and then in each subject you have different topics and you have different questions and explanations and resources, so it's all here in one place. The other main problem or limitation with the that you might face is the lack of mock exam, and I mean two things by it: the quantity of the mock exams and the quality of the mock exams. Most probably you know that the other coaching or instructors provide one mock exams per paper, that is a maximum of 4 mock exams, or if they are very generous it will be a maximum of 8 mock exams, but no more. So, and the other problem with that is that how that mock exam is delivered. It is usually on a piece of paper or a digital file, for example, PDF file. And I'm pretty sure that you are aware of the feeling of going through the same mock exams a few times and knowing in advance what the next question and answer is going to be. Now, taking the mock exam once is great, but going through it the second time, the third time is not so rewarding because you already know what is going to happen in the next question and the next answer. So what we have done is we have generated different and over 60 mock exams, and each mock exam is dynamic. What that means is that every time you take that mock exams, you cannot predict what the next question and answer is going to be, and which means that it can really help you prepare very thoroughly for the mock exam. And it is all, again, completely online, 100% computer based, and provides a similar experience to Pearson VUE CBT, which is something that you will have to go through on the actual day of examination. Now coming to the actual platform. To do that, what you have to do is just go to this website, which is adcexamprep.com. Once you are there, you can actually see what is provided here. You will find all the necessary information on how to sign up and how to prepare, and whatever we have just briefly discussed in the last few minutes of the video. Now, first of all, to view the content, you must register for a free account. Now, you can do it from here by clicking on this button. And when we are here, just click on the register an account button, enter your username and email password. What is going to happen is that you will receive an email link, which is quite a standard process. In that email link, you will have a confirmation link. Click on that, you will be able to set your password. Once you are done with that, come back to adcexamprep.com and enter your username and email and password all here. Once you are done that, just click on the login button. So now that I am logged in, you can click on this link which says ADC study, and this menu here you can actually access all the different content. Now if you were to use a mobile phone or a tablet such as an iPad, the thing that you will be able to see is this little icon on the top right, and you can access it right from here. Now let us come back here. Let me click on the ADC study here. And so this is all the material that you will have to prepare for the ADC written examination. So let us go one by one. The first thing that you see here is the sample exam, and I will come back to that shortly. The next thing is the paper preparation. In the paper preparation course, you will find 4 papers. Each paper has its respective subjects that you must already be familiar with. You will be able to access the content starting in the next few months, say in November, December, when you have reserved yourself a seat. So for example, if I click on paper 3, here I can see what subjects it covers, what content is available here, and you can expand the sections here. You can see that there are specific subjects, and each subject has specific exams and the topics. And this is something that we will show you in the sample exam quite shortly. The next section that you will most frequently be using is the paper mock exams. So for example, and so there are about over 60 mock exams, and each paper has at least 15 mock exams. So for example, if I click on the paper 3 mock exams, here you will be able to see the different subjects that it covers, and you can actually start any of the mock exams. Now you can start any mock exams in any fashion. It does not have to be linear. You can randomly start any mock exam. So for example, in paper 3 we have about 21 mock exams. All right, so we have just briefly covered the papers and then the mock exams, and the final thing is the examination day examination. Well, you see, with the mock exams, you can do it at your own leisure and learn along the way. And the exam day examination, on the other hand, is actually designed to simulate the real examination. Hence, it is time-based. However, you still have access to the explanation and the references should you choose to view it. The beauty of this is, however, is that you won't get the same question twice if you were to repeat the examination, and it is completely randomly generated from the pool of 5,100 questions according to specific subjects. So for example, if I just go here, day 1 written examination, you know that on the day 1 you have paper 1 and paper 2. So you can then, every time you start it, it will be completely randomized and shuffled just to make things a little bit harder for you. Now, coming back to the sample exam. Now you can do the sample exam with a free account. You can do it from just by clicking here, the try sample exam free, or coming here. So let me start with this. So now when you're here, you can actually see a small table that shows the difference between the ADC WEP, the content that we provide, and the content that the other coaching or the instructors that provide. And you can see that there is a huge difference. especially given the price into consideration. So when starting the sample exam, let us click on this button which says take this course. When you have done that, now you can actually click on this link to be taken to the 4 free sample exams. Now let me start with, for example, the paper 4 sample exam. Now this is the general format of how the ADC WEP CBT LMS system looks like. As you can see, this shows you an overview of questions. Now bear in mind that in the actual mock examination you will have 80 questions per mock exams, and there are over 60 mock exams. However, this is just a sample exam just to see the look and the feel of ADC WEP. So in this particular examination we have 25 examination. For example, in the paper 3 we have about 35 questions, and things like that. So when I am here at paper 4, you can actually click on these on this table to go to from one question to the next question. Just like in the actual ADC examination, you can click on a question and review it. So it means that you have flagged the question and you can come back to it later. So for example, you can select a question answer here and then go to the next question, select an answer here and then go to the next question. So for example, if I want to see which one is the correct answer, and what the explanation that we have promised is, you can actually click on this check button. So when you are here, you will be able to see why this answer is the correct answer, and it will show you why and why the other answers are incorrect answer. Now I would like to emphasize and repeat that all these explanations and the references are taken from books and journals. That is something that the books that you have already gone through. But what it helps you with is that you do not have to go to that book and read it all over again. Everything is right here in one place. This is something unique to ADC WEP. So for example, I can click on the second question from here or from the above table, and let's say if I check it over here again, I will be able to see why this is the correct answer. Now so for example, this answer has 4 different references. I can click on this and it will take me to the Google Pages book, and it will open up that book, open up that specific page, and you should be able to see what that answer is. So for example, and you can actually go to, say for example, page 118 on this book, which you must be familiar with from Cameron, and you can open up this thing and you will see that this reference is taken from here. So you do not have to spend a lot of time asking yourself where is the answer of this question, for example, and so on and so forth. Now I'm just going to finish the exam just to show you. For example, if I click on the finish exam button, you will be able to see what the different subjects are, because it's paper 4. So these are the different subjects that paper 4 covers, and what your score was in the different subjects, how much time it took you to do this thing, and in later you will be able to see how much time you spent per questions. Now if I click on the view questions button, you can actually see all the questions and the answers here. And bear in mind that these are only 25 questions, for example, and yet you can see there is so much content in there. There is so much explanation, and each question has specific references that you can use. And again, these are all from respectable authors and publishers. So now I have shown you how to, for example, use this system to do the sample exam, which is completely free. Now if you were to reserve your seat to have all the content available in November or December, you can just click on the reserve your seat button. Once that is done here, you will be able to see how you can do that. Now the total cost of this course is only $598 for all the content that we just talked about. However, to reserve your seat you only need to pay $49, and you will be in the queue, and you will be the first to be notified when the course is available in November and December, and there are only 85 seats. The reason we want to do this, the reason we want to limit the number of the students and the candidates to use this ADC web system is to ensure the best quality of the service, and more seats may open in the future, but of course not at this initial price. So in order to do that, all you have to do is just click on the reserve your seat now button. And once that is done, you just enter your name, email address, and choose to do pay either by card or by PayPal. Again, the total cost of this course is $598 and nothing more, and you only need $49 to reserve the seat. Now, if you need to contact us for any reason, or if you have any questions that we have not answered in here, just send us an email at adcwep@adcexamprep.com. You can also follow us on the Facebook page by clicking on this Facebook icon. And you can also visit this Why Us page just to have a look at what other amazing content we provide for the ADC written examination and how we compare to other coaching. You will see and you will quickly appreciate like how much content that we provide, and especially the references and the explanation. That is the most important thing for your learning and to be successful in the ADC written examination. And for example, if you look at the how many mock exams are provided and the other unique features, you will quickly appreciate that this is the most cost-effective solution to help you prepare for the examination. Again, if you have any questions, just please let us know through adcwep@adcexamprep.com. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you.